It's been a very, 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 very long time. I literally had to force myself to pick up this camera right now because I was like, y'all, I miss YouTube. I miss you guys. All the vlogs that I've been editing. Is this crooked? All the vlogs that I've been editing are just not seeing the time of day. And I was like, you know what? Let me film my day today, a day in Baltimore, to help me get in the swing of things. Because the thing with me is like, if I'm editing older content, I have no desire to like put it out because it feels so long ago. I barely even remember what I was doing. But once I film something modern like today, then I'll be able to like, you know, come back into it. So it's 2:30, the day has already gone, and half of it I feel like I wasted because I was waiting for my package to get delivered. I ordered some sweaters from ThredUp. They're currently in the wash right now, and I am praying to every single god out there, please don't shrink those sweaters because they are like majority wool, and I know they say don't put wool in the washing machine, but honestly I felt lazy to hand wash them right now, but I really wanted to wash them, so I will start hand washing them after this cycle. I just want to have like one pure cleans. I did it on a gentle cycle and I have about 8 minutes. It's been stuck at 8 minutes for a while. I'm a little nervous. I have about 8 minutes to go, but yeah, so I'm just gonna wait for my laundry to finish so I can air dry them, like lay them flat, because don't hang your wool sweaters. And yeah, so the plan originally was to go to the coffee store behind my house, get a matcha, journal, and read because I want a really slow day. I also have to study for my writing test exam tonight because tomorrow I'm taking my learner's permit test. I don't know how to drive. Actually, let me rephrase. I used to know how to drive back in my country more than a decade ago. Tomorrow I'm taking my exam and today I'm gonna study. But before I study, I wanted to just kind of like enjoy my day. So I wanted to go get a coffee, matcha, read, journal. I also want to go to CVS because I have a coupon for nail polish and I want to go get me some new colors of the Estee nail polish. I really like this nail polish. It doesn't chip as quickly as my other ones. I want to get like either a dark brown color or maybe a color that I wouldn't usually wear, like a blue, but I don't wear neutral colors, like cool colors. So I have these. I want to go get some more, but that requires me to get on the bus, and I really want to get on the bus today. But then if I do go to the CVS there, I get to go to the bookstore. Sounds like a win-win. Anyways, y'all know I love to talk a lot, so let me just stop when I'm here. I'm just putting on my sunscreen. I know it's been a while, so let me remind you guys. Kiehl's better, what's it called? Kiehl's Better Screen. Highly recommend. But yes, I'm done here. Hello, are you going to finish? This is not 8 minutes. Like, it's been 8 minutes for the past like 35 minutes. That's a lot of water in there. Y'all, I'm so scared. I am so scared that my sweaters are gonna shrink. That's what I get for being a germaphobe, because I just didn't know who was wearing these clothes before, and I got them on ThredUp. It's my first time buying on ThredUp. I've heard pretty much good things about things on ThredUp. People say that the clothes are washed before they send them over, but who am I to believe that? I'm an African. If I don't wash it myself, it's not washed. It's really been a while, you guys. Like, I'm really sorry, and I hate how I came back when my skin is not looking fresh, because as you can see, I literally have like some little breakouts because my cycle is starting. I did not have these things last week, but it's neither here nor there. I've really missed you guys. I really have. And truth be told is I've just been quiet because I was not having a good time. You know, I don't want to say that I was depressed because I don't suffer from depression clinically, so I don't want to throw that word lightly, because I know there are people out there who really have, like, who are diagnosed with depression. I have anxiety, so that I know, and sometimes my anxiety leads me to having depressive symptoms, and I was just not having a good time. I was miserable. Yeah, I just couldn't even like function, you know. But you know, it's summer now. I'm done with work. I will not be returning to my former job. I really want to get back into my vlogging, guys. I really like to document the stuff that I've been experiencing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But also this week has honestly been a really, really great week. Like, my journal entries this week have all been so super happy because I've been getting lots of good news about like my writing and some opportunities that are coming my way very soon. I'm really, really excited. I had a story published recently. It's free to read. I'll link it down below if you guys want to read it. It got reviewed in one of like the best top magazines for like sci-fi and fantasy stories, and I'm like, not me in the same magazine that NK Jemisin has been in. Who am I? Like, who am I? You know, and my story was featured in a must-read stories. I'm gagged. I am so gagged. So it's been a really good week. And honestly, this week really reminded me of the bigger picture, and it's really making me feel more grateful. And I actually, also this is the fit. Tank top from Mango, skirt from Stradivarius, I believe. I was journaling in my new journal that I got at a journal store down the street. Yeah, my washing machine is still going on. But I have been writing really good things in my journal, and honestly, obviously I'm not gonna show what's in my journal, but let me do it like this. Actually, do it like this. I actually title all my journal entries, as you can see, like this, and I'm only hiding them because they're kind of like embarrassing, so I don't want to have my deepest, darkest thoughts on media like this. I do journal them. I do like write them down with titles and page numbers. These were my recent titles from last week, before this week. I'm falling behind and time's getting away from me. That was a journal entry that I wrote. And then after that, I wrote, don't let a good today be ruined by a bad yesterday, which is actually a tweet that I saw online. And the actual saying for that one, because I definitely did not write it correctly, but the actual phrase was, don't ruin a good today by thinking of a bad yesterday, which is trying to remind me of like my anxiety, where it's kind of like, don't bring in yesterday's problems, today's problems. This is a new day, okay? And then after that, I wrote another journal entry, I feel very unfulfilled. And then I didn't journal for a couple of, maybe about 2 weeks, because I was busy with my driving course. So I was very, very tired from how intense it was. And then this week, I was just getting really amazing news from like I really feel like the universe is back on my side. And in fact, let me not even say the universe is back on my side. I feel like the universe is working as it has always been working. Sometimes I just don't see it working, but it has never failed me, right? And that's something I really want to think about. It's like, sometimes being in the waiting period is so painful because you don't see anything happening. But just because nothing is happening that you're seeing doesn't mean that nothing is happening. Does that make sense, right? So I wrote, life is good, don't dim your light. I never thought that I will be writing those words and actually meaning them. And I was like, wow, I can confidently say life is good and actually feel like I'm not lying to myself. You know, sometimes you have to tell yourself some shit like, hey, today's a good day, even if it's not, because you gotta reverse psychology your mind sometimes. But genuinely, life is good, don't dim your light. And then my next title journal entry was, today is a good day to have a good day. And it really was a good day to have a good day. And so was yesterday. And then my most recent journal entry was, I don't believe in L's anymore, only delay W's. I'm really trying to not have this like Debbie Downer mindset that I had for the length that I've been here, honestly. And just kind of like, the universe really is always working in my favor. I'm really trying to remind myself of that. I want to read you guys something that I wrote. I hope it's not too cheesy that I wrote. And then I'm going to let y'all go because it's been almost 7 minutes of me yapping, and y'all know I love to yap. As long as my writing and my passion for writing is still going strong, I'm gonna be all right. There are definitely going to be tough, dark days, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. The only way out is through. Imagine if I got stuck in my tunnel, I'll just be surrounded by darkness. If I hadn't submitted my stories or my applications, I'd have never seen these cracks of lights in this dark tunnel. This image of the tunnel is really stuck in my mind because I was really in the dark for so long, and thank God I kept walking because these cracks of light started coming through. The more I keep walking, the bigger the lights will be, and before I know it, I'm going to be out of the tunnel. There'll be some days where I'll stop walking, Some days I'll sit down, but I can't be in that state for too long. I also can't turn backwards either. I need to keep walking, and if I have to crawl out, then so be it. The only way out is through. And I was like, you know what? I always think about when you're in a really dark place, people are always like, you have to keep on going. And I think it's really cliche, it's really corny, but it's really true. Like, you really have to keep going. And yesterday I had this image of like, imagine you're stuck in a dark tunnel. The only way out is to get out of the tunnel, right? And sometimes you have people who come and find you in the tunnel and take you out, and sometimes you take yourself out of the tunnel. Sadly for me, I don't have people to take me out of the tunnel because I'm all by myself here, so I kind of have to be the one to do it. But just kind of like, imagine you're stuck in this dark tunnel, right? And you have to take yourself out of this tunnel. Like, if you just stop in the tunnel full of all the darkness, you're never gonna see the light because you're just there in the same spot, right? But then if you keep walking, no matter how slow the steps are, if you keep walking and walking and walking, at some point you're gonna see a little light, and you're gonna go towards that light, and then you're gonna come out and you're gonna be like, damn, I really survived that shit. And it sounds so corny, but like, it really kind of like made me realize that, yeah, you just have to keep on going. And it's not easy it's taken me almost a year to feel like this. Like, it took me this long to feel like this. And now that I know what this feels like, I'm really gonna like bottle up this feeling, because I know there'll be days that are coming up ahead where I'm gonna feel really low again. But I need to remind myself, girl, you just need to keep on going, because at the end of the day, today's pain is not gonna come with you in tomorrow. You know, today's pain is today's pain. Tomorrow is a new day, right? Don't ruin a good today by thinking of a bad yesterday. Anyway, that's the end of my little dramatic spiel. I'm just happy to really be feeling kind of like myself again a little bit. Now, I know I'm not all the way how I feel, I want to feel, or how I used to feel, but this is honestly the happiest that I've been in a very, 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 very long time. And I'm just thankful that I just feel like this, you know? Okay, Google, play Daisies by Justin Bieber. They did not have matcha, so that was quite sad. I just got a little dessert, and I figured there's about an hour and a half till the bookstore closes, so I'm gonna go and see some books, and then after that I'm gonna go to CVS because I have to get my nail polish, and then after that I'm gonna go read a little bit in the museum gardens. I didn't know the museum was open today. Actually, they're gonna be closed by the time that I'm done, so I'll just sit outside by the gardens. And then the museum is quite close to another bookstore, which I will be going to go see. Greedy Reads. So I'm going to use bookstore right now called Normals, and then I'll go to a new bookstore called Greedy Reads. And it's really funny because one of the workers who works there, I spoke with her. I feel like I can one of the workers who works there actually, we connected on TikTok, which is super, super funny. I haven't seen her in person since I last saw her in person before I knew her on TikTok. So I always feel like every time I go there, I might bump into her, but she's either at one of the two locations and I never know which one. So if she's there, that'll be super great. If not, I'll still have a good time. Yeah, so that's like the plan for the day, is just to really do things that I like. And I'm honestly really happy that I am vlogging today, because I get to like have memories of this week where I'm just insanely feeling like my old self again. So I'm glad that I got compelled to come back and just record, because when y'all see the videos after this, it's gonna be in the trenches. Like, I literally cried on my birthday, so that's not gonna be fun to rewatch and edit. So yeah, you guys will see. You guys will see. Then I think you guys will also understand like the huge hiatus that I took. Also, I'm sorry if the lighting here is not great. It's just the angle that the sun is literally right in front of me, so I apologize. But I'm about to put y'all away because I want to listen to music, and I learned about the four-way stop, but Baltimore drivers don't yield to pedestrians, which always makes me super scared to cross the road. Because one thing that I learned from driving school is that pedestrians always have the right of way, but drivers are impatient as fuck and they never yield. So that pisses me off. But I'm also really happy that I got to finally complete part one of my driver's ed course. I really feel like I learned a lot about the road. I just have to perfect my knowledge of like the road signs and the road markings and pavings. But anyway, I'm yapping too much. I'll see you guys at the bookstore. So I didn't find the book that I was looking for, which I guess is a blessing in disguise, because I don't have to spend any money, because I really have been spending money. Like, I'm in a different tax bracket. So I don't know. I'm gonna go to CVS and get my nail polish, and then I'm gonna go to the museum and just read for a little while, and then I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna make dinner. I should have defrosted my chicken, now that I think about it. Actually, that's okay. I'll just cook on high heat. But yeah, I really like this bookstore. I came across it when I was one day just so bored of always being in the house, and I was like, I need to find a bookstore to go out, because I don't really like doing things out here. Like, I spend more time in DC than I do in Baltimore. But then I was like, I can't always go to DC because it's not feasible all the time. I can't keep paying all that money for the train tickets when I literally live out here. I think I can just keep on walking straight. Yeah. So yeah, and then I came across this bookstore. I really like it because they have a really good selection. And then there's also another used bookstore closer to my house by Charles Theater that I also like. It's just a little small and crammed and crowded, and it smells very old. Yeah, so like I was saying, I like that one. I like this other bookstore that I found closer to Charles Theater. And then there's another one that's like on Charles Street, closer to the street market. I think it's called Viva Books. It's a mix of like old and new. So although it's majority new books, I also like that one too. So I think I've done a good job of finding bookstores quite close to me, like either it's quite walkable or I get on the circulator. And then there are only 2 other used bookstores that came across my search that I haven't had the chance to go to yet, because one of them is in a place called Fed Hill. I don't know where that is, and I haven't checked if I can go there with the bus, but maybe one of these days, maybe sometime this week, I'll check it out and see what it's giving. I think it's called the Book Escape. Yeah, so that's the last bookstore I have to kind of like check out. So I don't know, we'll see what vibe it's giving. Yeah, anyways, let's go to CVS. That was actually the worst stimulating experience of my life. Like, I walk into CVS and it's a bunch of kids in there, and I'm not gonna lie, I got triggered. I only want to see kids during the school year, not during my vacation. And I'm just there like, why are you all in here? And they held up the store. They hogged. There's like 60 of them in CVS, and I'm like, y'all need to leave. There's only like one machine that was working for the self-checkout, and the line was wrapping around the store. And I'm like, I'm just going to redeem free nail polish coupon. I don't need to be waiting in this long ass line. But I got my nail polish. I got the color green. I'll show it to you guys when I sit down, because now I kind of want to just like rest my feet for a little bit. I got myself some cranberry juice because I'm super thirsty since I didn't drink any matcha and I'm quite dehydrated. And given how hot it is, it's only smart to keep myself hydrated. So I'm about to go to the museum, sit around, read a little bit. I really want to finish part 1, or I guess part 2 of Emperor of Gladness. So I'll try to do that in the museum, and then I'll decide if I want to go walk to the other bookstore and also time my trip with the bus. So we shall see. I also really want to pee, so drinking cranberry juice is not the best to not pee. It's still crazy to me how there's gonna be a point in my life where you guys will see me in a car, like me driving. No, drivers here are crazy. I'm not gonna cross the road. Like, there will be a time where you guys will see me entering a car, driving. Probably not vlogging in the car because I'm a new driver. My anxiety won't let me do that. Yeah, this is adulting, y'all. Sometimes you move and you're forced to learn how to drive because you don't live in a walkable city anymore.
How do I forget this? Act like nothing ever happened. I don't understand this. Feeling so unsure about it. I tell myself I've got it figured out, but it's you. You're the reason why. You're the reason that I cry, and now you wonder why.
Okay, y'all, I'm just getting home. Let me put you on a tripod because I forgot to bring my tripod with me when I went out. But it is 7. I had a really great day, so thank you for spending the day with me. I'm just about to go take a hold on, let me take this off. I'm about to go take a really quick shower because I always feel so gross and grimy after being on the bus. If you know, you know. I had to catch the next bus, so I wasn't able to finish the last chapter of part 2, but I will try to finish that tonight. And then I still have to study for my exam tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm taking my learner's test, if I didn't say that already, but I feel like I did. Also, my phone is almost out of battery, so I gotta charge this baby. So let me quickly go step in the shower. Guys, I really love these bracelets. I got them from Mango. I hate how they sound do that, but I'll probably just wear them on like different wrists so it's not as loud. But I'm about to go take a really quick shower. I also want to wash my skirt because I want to have a clean skirt. And I did sweat through my thingy, so I also want to kind of like wash that. But because it's white, I'm seeing a little bit of discoloration, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. So I'm gonna soak these in my OxyClean for about maybe like 30 minutes or so. And then I will probably do my laundry this evening. So I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, actually, you guys can see. It's like a little like brown here and all the way down. And I haven't worn this in like a while, so I know white turns to like separate color. Yeah. And I know they say don't wash denim often, and you have to wash it like after every 10 wears. But I'm so sorry, whoever made up that rule did not use public transport, because there is no way I'm going on a Grammy bus and you're telling me don't wash my pants. Go to hell. No, okay, that was aggressive. My period is starting, so excuse me. But I am about to hop in the shower. Also, you guys, I got myself like an African sponge net. It's so crazy to me how a lot of things from back home are getting so popular here. Yeah, so like I was saying, the way that a lot of African things are getting so popular is so crazy to me, because literally growing up we all had those like nets. In fact, they were orange nets. Like if you grew up in Africa, regardless of the country, the set that you'd find oranges in, people would use that to like scrub their skin and exfoliate. The next thing you know, it's been rebranded to the African net sponge and everybody wants one. And I'm just there like, I don't like that. Like I remember they used to make fun of like those metallic cups that we used to use back home, because if you're poor, you use those metallic cups. All the poor people have those cups. Tell me why one day I saw those cups being sold in Urban Outfitters for $35 a cup. I hate when people make the poor aesthetic. It's so crazy to me. We are in my kitchen. I also have like these super bright lights on, so I feel like I'm glowing like a crystal globe. I have my glasses on, but if I do, you guys will see like the glare. But actually, I kind of need to see because my eyes have been hurting me all day. So I'm sorry if the light is annoying, but I gotta see because my eyes are sick. I made it home. I did my cleanup. I'm about to make some dinner. I really want to make like some marry-me chicken pasta, but I'm pretty sure my heavy cream is expired because it's been open for more than 7 days. But it is a small batch, so I feel like I can still use it. Also, please don't be gagged at how empty my fridge is. I haven't been eating, you know, for very sad reasons, and my food keeps going bad. So I have to go grocery shopping, but I just haven't found the time. And because tomorrow I have my test, I won't have time to go to Whole Foods, get food, come back and study. Because let's be honest, I'm gonna keep it a bug. I'm not gonna study tonight. I'm tired. I had a fun day today. I'll probably like look over my notes. Okay, do I need this light? I don't know, hold on. Because I don't have like a place to put this light on. Oh, this one is enough. Or do we need both? But yeah, I had a really good fun day today. So I forgot my last train of thought. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna have time to go get groceries, come back, study, and go. So I'll probably go grocery shopping Tuesday morning. So yeah, so don't be alarmed. I have frozen food, but no real other food. Okay, so, well, I mean, it does say 19 August is the expiration date. But then use within 7 days of opening. Who actually ever finishes these things in 7 days if you live alone? Like, if you're like a family, I'm sure. But like 7 days for a daily is crazy. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. But look, I'm already lactose intolerant and I'm just gonna discard it. You see, I literally keep wasting food, and I feel like when you watched my first vlog, when I first came back into vlogging here, I literally talked about wasting food, and it really pisses me off. So I'm really gonna try and be more mindful about how much I buy. Because sometimes I buy groceries in bulk because I don't get to go to the grocery store as often because Baltimore is a food desert. So you don't have any grocery stores within the city. You have to go outside of the city to like Towson, Pikesville, Owens Mills. That is fucking sick to me. And when I think about how when I used to live in Boston, I literally had Whole Foods, Stop and Shop, Trader Joe's, Star Market, all within a 10-minute walk from me in all directions. Anyways, it's supposed to be a happy vlog, so we're going back to the happy vibes. I'm probably just gonna make vodka pasta because that doesn't require any heavy cream. Or I can make mac and cheese. I do want to eat mac and cheese. That's gonna put me to sleep. Let's make mac and cheese. So I already have the meat frozen. I forgot to thaw it. So like I said, I forgot to thaw my meat. So I'm gonna have to finesse this and just literally put it on boil on the stove. And then take it from there. I think I'll make mac and cheese with chicken. Yeah. I actually do like to cook, but I haven't been in the mindset to like enjoy cooking. But I really can't wait to be at a point in my life where cooking is so fun because I really want to try like all these new cooking recipes that I'm always saving because they look so easy, but I just never have the time. And then by the time that I want to cook, all my food has expired and I'm just kind of like, get your shit together, girl. Oh shoot, I forgot that I had corn. Y'all, did you know that corn could mold, like turn fuzzy? That's how bad it got in my fridge. I am so sick of myself. Like, I'm really sick. Mistakes were made tonight because why would I make mac and cheese with heavy chicken curry to eat at 10 p.m. before I go to bed? Mind you, I'm lactose intolerant and I'm eating mac and cheese. And then on top of that, I'm drinking a soda. I haven't drank soda in God knows how many years. And now my stomach hurts and I gotta go to bed. And then I also ate in my room. So now my entire room smells like mac and cheese and chicken. So I'm burning a candle right now. I did not make smart decisions, but you know what? The food is good. So I'm not complaining too much, but I think I'm gonna end my day here. I wanted to end this vlog in my bedroom, in my nice little vibe with the candle and the lighting, but I'm too tired, y'all. I have to do some thing with my friend right now. So I gotta get that going. So I'm just in the bathroom with the shitty lights Hopefully y'all can see and hear me. But this was the nail polish that I got when I was in CVS. I think I forgot to show you guys. I have never had green nail polish before, but I'm very excited. This does match my Telfar and also like green. So I might wear this tomorrow. We'll see. I'm about to brush my teeth to get ready for bed. I'll see you guys whenever you're gonna see me. I don't know when that will be because I will be editing the other vlog. So I don't know when I'm gonna film a new vlog. If I have all those older vlogs to have. I just wanted to really document this week and how good I've been feeling, just so I can at least have this version of me in between what you guys are about to be seeing after this one. So I feel like this video will make a lot more sense once you've seen all of those, because it all feels like a culmination of like all of this. But yeah, it's really nice to talk and meet you guys again. I have to put my things here. It was really nice to kind of catch up and talk to you guys. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm actually out of storage, so I don't want to have this thing interrupted. Biggest takeaway is, you know what, life has ups and downs. Sometimes you're always asking yourself these questions like, what am I doing, why me, yada yada yada. But I'm learning to believe that, you know what, hold on, I hate how annoying these things are to put on. But I was saying, I am learning that the universe has always been working for me, even though sometimes I don't really see it. But when I really think back to like the trajectory of my life and how I ended up where I'm at and the stuff that I'm like achieving and stuff like that, this really all began when I was a child. Like the things that were just dreams to me as a kid are like slowly coming into fruition, and I'm really learning that sometimes I just have to be, don't tell me I ripped this, I have to be okay with being in the waiting season, even if the waiting season is shitty as hell. But I'm trying to really have the mindset of saying, you know what, there's gonna be a reason for why the hell I'm where I'm at right now. I really feel like I lost a year and some change of my life, and one thing that I'm realizing is time is limited. Like time is one of the very few things that we have on this earth, and I really don't want to waste it. You know, like life is short, man. People die every day. Like I cannot spend the rest of my life being miserable, or at least the rest of my 20s being miserable. I have like a year and a half left of being 28. I want to ring 29 the way I did not ring 28, because 28 was miserable as hell, as you guys will see on my birthday vlog. So I really don't want to have that in my last year of my 20s. What's my last year of my 20s? Anyways, let me not get all sappy. I'm about to go to bed, but it was really nice to catch up with you guys. I really missed you guys. And always know, if you are missing me, I'm missing you guys. It just means that something is just going on in my personal life where I cannot overcome my obstacle to make these vlogs. But just know that whenever I disappear, it's never like an easy thing for me, because I'm always thinking about, oh my god, I have to edit. So if I ever disappear again, you just know this girl is going through it. But as I've noticed, I'm gonna come out of it, because I didn't even expect that I'll be feeling the way I'm feeling this week, and I really hope this feeling lasts for a while. I don't want to be an idiot and be like it's gonna be forever, because it's not. And that's not me being pessimistic, it's me being realistic. But I really want to hold on to this feeling for as long as I can. That being said, I wish you all a very good night or a good morning if you're watching this, or a happy afternoon when you watch this. But for me, it's evening. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye. I really missed you guys, and I'm happy to be back.
Searching for something embarrassing to share about me.